Hey, welcome to an outdoors edition of Coffee and Comics with an actual coffee in my hand. Yes, so I'm out here in beautiful downtown Sacramento, and this is the day that I'm doing the jury thing. As I was at the jury summons, I've been using my iPad to watch the whole Xbox live event, and I gotta say, Xbox is they kind of made up for it a little bit. I mean, there was two games that they showed that didn't have any sound, and one guy was stumbling through his words like crazy. So, I mean, I would stumble through my words, as you know, you've seen me do it, if I was in that big of a crowd and shit wasn't going right. So, yeah, there's 3 games that caught my eye that made me go, okay, I think I'm gonna play it. But first, let's talk about 360 because they did some new things to the 360 as well. So they made a new design of 360 and they made it look like the Xbox One, but it's still the same tower of like 360, but it looks like the Xbox One now. Is it gonna run the same speed as the Xbox One? No, they didn't specify. But so let's now move on to the games. This wind is a nice wind out here today. Yeah. So the games they showed Battlefield 4, a new Halo that came out of nowhere. Like the trailer didn't even show anything that alluded to Halo until like 3 or like 2 more minutes at the end, almost at the end of the trailer, where you see some guy gripping his dog tags, and this big ship thing starts rising out of the sand, and all of a sudden, like, the wind blows off the hood, and it's Master Chief, and you're like, what the fuck? So I was like, okay. Touché, Xbox. Touché. Good stuff right there. Next one is, there's a new fighting game. I can't remember the name of it right now for some reason, but it looks really good. Like, the graphics are kind of unique, and they're basically, Xbox was showing how good the graphics will be on this new console. It wasn't supposed to just be for the movies and the Twitter and fantasy football and all that stuff. This was the day that Xbox was like, listen, we know we didn't show any games last time, and that kind of made you guys hate us. But here's the games now. And so they show all the games. There was, what else was there? There was Sunset. What was it called? It was, I can't remember right now. Sunset Madness, I believe it was. It took the people that made Ratchet and Clank and Jak and Daxter, and now are teaming with Microsoft Studios to make this game, which looks really awesome. I'm not gonna lie, it looks pretty cool. Where it's a multiplayer, like there's multiple people just sliding across these zip lines, and you can pick up guns and just. They're not really fighting zombies; they're fighting more like creature type kind of people. So that was cool. What else? Dead Rising 3, and that looked amazing as well. There's caramel at the bottom of the straw. I hate when that happens. Yeah, they were showing this one's more in a different part. It's like a new guy in this new storyline where he's trying to get to the center of the city where there supposedly is a safe house, but he's got to get through all these zombies. And well, you guys know the premise of Dead Rising, but in this Dead Rising 3, there's a new guy that I believe is a mechanic, and he's trying to get to the center of the city where he hears that there is a safe house. So, again, graphics look pretty good. This whole thing, the whole graphics thing looks pretty good. Now the gameplay, I don't know how it's going to turn out because they were playing on a stage, and I'm not going to say that it was played out to work out because there was two games, Battlefield 4 and what other game? Yeah, Battlefield 4 and I believe Dragons. There was a Dragon Age kind of, not Dragon Age, but it had something to do with dragons. Now, this reporting right now is kind of horrible, but I was looking on my iPad and paying attention to the trailer kind of stuff. So, forgive me if I don't get all these games right. So, but those two games didn't work out as well as they thought they would, because when they were showing them, one game was just playing video and no sound. And then Battlefield 4 was started to play, but there was no sound. So they had to restart it. And there was like two guys on set, just like, you could start seeing them like sweat like profusely because the shit wasn't going down as they planned it. So, but then, they were making these jokes and the crowd was getting into it. It didn't really look good for them, but it came back up and they showed it, and it was a pretty long trailer, but it was pretty awesome gameplay, not gonna lie. So, also they told us that it's going to be releasing this November. It's going to be $400, $4.99, so essentially $5 something. Here in America, 400 euros, and then I think he said 124 pounds. You guys figure that out, because I can't really do European math very well. In pounds, I could do American math, but not European or UK math. It's a difference. There's pounds and there's money. I can't do the math on currency, okay? Give me a break. What else? They showed you how to do to upload the video editing for like a great match that you had, and you're whooping ass and everything. And so they basically had two people up there. They had the producer of one of the fighting games, and they had a girl that was volunteering. And so they basically, the guy that produced the game pretty much killed her in the game, which I think was kind of I felt sorry for the girl that was up on stage, because, I mean, come on, you're basically embarrassing a person that has never played the game in front of millions of people, just to say, hey, look what you can do with Microsoft Studios. I think there'd be more or less embarrassing moments to use to show you how one part of the Xbox works than to embarrass someone else. That's just my mistake. So, but all in all, it looks. There's this Witchblade 3 that looks pretty good as well. And I mean, there's a lot of franchise games that they're trying to push this year. I mean, like, they're trying to make more Halo. Well, there's a Halo game coming out, but there's more. They're trying to do like more of Halo, Gods of War, Uncharted kind of franchises. They're trying to push more blockbuster franchises. They're trying to get more money out of this new system that they're pushing. So, all in all, I don't know. I mean, I may get the upgraded 360 instead of the One, because I don't really need the One. I love my 360. I know how to use my 360 very well. Excuse me. I don't need a new system to learn how to use. Plus the Kinect that's always on. I don't know, that's a little... And you can't turn off the lens. That doesn't do it for me, really. So, but yeah. All in all, the Xbox conference was pretty awesome. I'm glad that my iPad did not die halfway through it, or I didn't get selected for a juror halfway through that section. So, I have a couple more hours in the waiting room of the jurors, so let's hope that goes. Let's hope that I don't get chosen and I just can be completed and on my way and worry about Superman that's coming out in 3 days. So I got my costume all ready for that. And oh, also, I don't know if I want to say this because this may ruin my chances, but I'm going to say it anyways. Comic-Con has resale badges. So if you have an ID for Comic-Con and you didn't get any tickets for that 90 minutes that we were able to try and get some, go to comiccon.com or go to Google, type in Comic-Con resale. There'll be a link that shows you how to get the tickets. So, because I guess people that buy a whole bunch of tickets wind up not going, and so they cancel and they resell the tickets to people that really want to go. So, check that out. See if you can get to Comic-Con like I'm going to, and I hopefully will see you there. So, this will conclude today's episode, live episode, if you will, out in beautiful downtown Sacramento. Please read more comics. Please subscribe to my channel. Please follow me on Twitter, shortnerdyguy, at shortnerdyguy. Go to my website, look at my Instagram, all that good stuff. I hope you have a good day.